Hello, bookish friends. Happy whatever Bookmas Day this is, probably 18th or 19th. I am coming at you with my October book haul part 2, and you might be thinking, Drew, it's quite late for an October book haul, and you are quite right, people, because I fell behind on filming for like 2 months, and I did not realize how far behind I was on filming. So we're gonna do my second half of my October book haul, and then we'll go into like my October wrap up and all that this week. So hopefully you guys still love these content that I make for you guys. And I don't have my letterboard today because I honestly don't know what I did with it. I mean, it's right here, but like I'm too lazy to make like the October and then book haul and all that. I'm too lazy to make that. I'm sorry. But let's jump into my book haul. So this second half of this book haul is books I got at the Las Vegas Book Festival, which I got 2 books there, and I got one of them signed. I went to Barnes & Noble with my friend Caitlin, who I also met at the book festival, so I got a couple books from Barnes & Noble back in October. Some of these books I've read already because, like I said, it's December 15th as I'm filming this. Yeah, December 15th. And hey, look, it's my karate family. December 15th, I just announced my winner of my 1K giveaway over on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for 1K. But anyways, let's jump into my book haul. The first section of this video is going to be the 2 books I am currently reading because one of them is supposed to be in this book haul, but I'm halfway through it, and that is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is my first Ali Hazelwood novel, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping to finish this over the weekend, so hopefully this will be in my December wrap-up, which will be really awesome because this, is, like I said, was my first book by Ali Hazelwood, and I got this book sent to me to read and review for you guys from Penguin Teen. So thank you so much, James, over at Penguin Teen, for sending me a finished copy of this book. I am literally physically reading this right now, and I'm halfway through, and I have this much left in the book, so less than 100 pages, maybe like 50 pages left. I'm on page 175, and there is 352 pages exactly, so I'm really enjoying this for being my first Ali Hazelwood book, and I don't know what to rate this. I think this might be a 4 or even 5-star depending on how this ends, so that'll be really shocking for me because, like I said, I haven't been reading a whole lot of YA contemporary novels lately, but Ali Hazelwood is making me love. So yes, I'll talk more about this in my December wrap up, and I also have this as a weekly vlog, I believe, so if Feature Me can figure out which vlog it is, I'll leave it up above or down below. I never know where to put my books. The next book I'm currently listening to via audiobook, and it's one of my library books, so this might not be in my December wrap up, so I might have to do like a picture in my wrap up because I'm going to return this as soon as I'm finished with it. I'm on chapter 16, page 140, so I'm halfway through the book, and that is Night Render by Jodi Meadows. This is the first book in a new fantasy series by Jodi Meadows, who's one of the ladies who wrote the My Lady Jane series and My Imaginary Marys, I think. I'm so sorry. I read the Orphan Queen series by this author. I buddy read that with my friend Taylor, and we absolutely loved it. And so when I saw that she has a new duology out, this sounds really intriguing. So this says, reality bends easily in fire. Villages disappear, forest burns for pockets of innocence. Times are everywhere. Their boundaries stung with the yellow ribbon, and the 3 kingdoms of salvation has been at war for 1,000 years. But the greatest threat is the malice, an incursion from the demon plane, slowly tearing its way through the world's weakest seams. Not that the human world takes much interest of more concern is the upcoming marriage of Rune High Crown, Prince of Cabril, and Jonah Fortin, Princess of Embria, the serpent bride, a girl of famous cunning, which offers a possible end to the ancient conflict. So Sorry, that was such hard to read out loud because at the top of the book they have the annoying tape right here that covering the summary. But I am really enjoying this book. I love how it's a multi POV cast, which can be confusing at some points in the book if you're not like focusing really well. But I've really enjoyed this one so far. I enjoyed it so much that I requested book 2 from a public library because I don't own a book 2 yet. So let me let Angel out and I'll be right back. I now know why she wanted to get out, because my sister came home from work. Anyways, I am back at it with this book haul. Let's jump into the actual book haul. So these first couple of books I got at Barnes & Noble when I went with my friend Caitlin. And then I have an Amazon haul. And yeah, so let's just jump into it. So the first book I bought, I've already read this book, but I bought it because, as you can see, it has stencil green edges. Like, what? It is the beautiful new edition of Daughter of the Siren Queen by Teresa Levenseller. This is book 2 of the new trilogy. I have book 3 already. I featured it on my TBR and in a book haul video recently. And so I'm so excited to see how these matching editions look on my shelf, especially with the stenciled edges. Like, look at them. They're so stunning. This will be featured in my November book haul, spoiler alert. But I love these new covers, despite the covers not really matching, if you know, because like they use different people on them. A friend of mine, Sydney, and we made a joke that this is Sasha by Sasha Alsberg, who's a booktube here, but we actually don't know if this is her or not, so it's kind of hard to tell. But anyways, I read this like when it was first a duology before this book was even announced, so I'm excited to go back and reread the trilogy and then finally read book 3 in the month of December. If I don't read it in the month of December, I'll be so sad, because then I'll have to carry over that finale into January, and I kind of don't want to do that. I just want to complete all my series I have of series finale now in December. That way I can start fresh in the New Year's. The next book I have is part of the Star Wars series, and that is Star Wars: The High Republic, Tales of Light and Life, edited by Zoraida Cordova, along with Tessa Granton, Claudia Gray, Justina Ireland, Lydia King, George Mann, Daniel Jose Older, Kevin Scott, my gosh, Charles Soleil, and Alyssa Wong. This is a High Republic anthology collection that I'm not reading quite yet. I think I'm going to read this in the New Year's, which is okay with me because I am so far behind in the High Republic series. Phase 3 has now started by the time you guys are seeing this video, so I am way behind, so I'm not really going to read too much about this. I did got this at Barnes & Noble. The only thing that's really exclusive about this book, I thought there would be like a short story inside here, like another one, but it's only the cover that is different from the original, which is kind of cool because you don't get too many exclusive books at my local bookstore. But yeah, this is a collection of 10 short stories, I want to say. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, 10 short stories in here, so I'm pretty excited to see what goes on in this High Republic anthology. And again, this is my second anthology that I collected this year, and I need to get to my anthologies because I really don't read them unless I have them picked out for a readathon. My books are getting farther away from me. The next book I haven't read yet, but I did bought this early in the month of October because this didn't came out till November 7th, so that's why it's in my October book haul. But that is Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree. This is the sequel slash prequel to Legends and Latte, which I realize as well that it's a book that my friend Sydney bought for me last year during Christmas time, so it was quite like funny to realize that while going back to the first book. This says high fantasy, first loves, and secondhand books. A new adventure set in the world of the New York Times bestselling Legends and Lattes. I'm very excited to get to this. Hopefully I will, because it is such a short book. I know this was my friend Donna over at Mom's Book Collection. This was her book club pick for November, but again, I haven't got around to reading it yet, despite it being so short. But I'm excited for it because I haven't been spoiled for it yet, which is amazing. But I know there's been mixed reviews about this one as well, so I'm a little nervous for that. The next book I got, I actually didn't buy this one. My friend Emma from next door, she recommended this to me, and I didn't realize that my sister had the whole entire trilogy, so I might give her book back to her tonight. But that is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. This is Jojo Moyes' first book in this series, and I think I read this when I was little, but I didn't like fully understand it when I was little, you guys know. So I'm definitely going to reread this. I think I want to save this for the springtime, though, because I usually read my contemporary books and romance novels in the spring more than winter. So I really don't remember too much about this, but I know my friend Emma said she read it in like a whole plane ride when she was leaving for the summertime. But yeah, you guys probably know more about this one than I do because this is one of the very popular Jojo Moyes books, but I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about this, and I think I have seen the movie if I'm not mistaken, so that's pretty exciting if I have. Again, maybe I'll do a weekly vlog of just reading this book and then watching the movie and compare and contrast them. Let me know if you guys will like that down below. But yeah, I don't really know too much about this. I try not to go into my books knowing too much, so I'm so sorry there's not any like summaries happening. This next book I got as an ARC from the author. I won her giveaway on her Instagram, and that is The Absent Underground by Jamie Packen. This doesn't come out till February 6th, I want to say. The back of this book says, Moulin Rouge meets Holly Black in a thrilling sapphic friends to lover romantasy. Like, what more do you need? I don't think you need any more summary than that. You guys know Holly Black is one of my like autobiography authors. I cannot wait to meet her. I will be meeting her here in Las Vegas in March, so that's pretty exciting. Anyways, back to The Absent Underground. This is my March book club pick for Queer Reads. If you don't know, I am a host of Queer Reads, which is where we read diverse and own voices novel and also disability rep and all that, because we need more of it in the world. And this is a sapphic friends to lovers romantasy, so I'm very excited. I hope that this gets a lot of hype in the year 2024. I will be reading this in the month of January, right before the official release date come out. I'm planning on doing a weekly vlog for this one as well. And thank you, Jamie, for sending me a cute little signed book plate. That's so cute. She also sent me a note for this book too, but I don't remember what I did with my note. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I cannot wait to read this, and this will definitely get read in the month of January, right before the release date, which is February 6th of 2024. The next book, I just recently read this book as of like 2 days ago as I'm filming this, and that's The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I did not know too much about this book going into it. I finished this a couple of days ago in like one sitting, and it was so stinking good. I have a weekly vlog of me reading this book, so that will be coming to my channel soon. Sorry. My friend Sydney recommended me this book to read, and Sydney, you are not wrong. I really enjoy this. I'll talk more about this in my December wrap-up. I read this for Merry Bookmas, which is happening right now, so thank you, Mel, for hosting Merry Bookmas, because I read one book off of my TBR so far. I'll leave my TBR for Merry Bookmas up above or down below, and I'll also leave Melanie from Completely Melanie, my gosh, my words. I'll leave her channel down below as well. But Sydney, I love this book, and I literally have, spoiler alert for my December book haul, I have book 2 from Kindle Unlimited, so I'm definitely reading book 2 in the month of December as well. And then I'll have to do the waiting game of book 3. So this is the cover of book 3 here on the screen. This comes out literally June 11th. This comes out a day before my birthday next year. I'm so excited. So yeah, I cannot wait to continue on with this adult thriller series. And again, you guys know more about this one than I do, but I really enjoyed it, and I'll talk more about this in other videos. The next book I read and annotated, I buddy read this with my friend Lori, and that was The Hassad Heir by Sarah Hamas. I'm so sorry if I butchered this. Look at these colors. Can you guys see that? Not the whole entire book is annotated, which kind of sucks, but maybe I'll go back and reread it in 2024 because I'm not too sure when book 2 is coming out, but I have read this. I read this in the month of October, I want to say. Again, I have a weekly vlog of this, so I'll leave it up above or down below. And I will also leave Lori down below. Anybody I mentioned will be down in the description box below. The reason why I picked this up at Barnes & Noble was because I literally looked at the back. Well, I know this was in like a Fairy Loot or a Limit Crate copy, and their edition is so stunning. I loved it. And I heard somebody, I think it was my friend April from Booked Around the World on TikTok, when she did her Fairy Loot or Limit Crate unboxing, she read the summary out loud and it sounded so good. So this is the first book in a new adult fantasy, actually romantasy is the genre that it's in, and it says an unmissable tale of shattered kingdoms, forbidden magic, and cunning royals unfold in this European Egyptian inspired epic fantasy debut. It says 10 years ago the kingdom of Hassad burned, its magic was outlawed, its royal family murdered. At least that's what Sylvia wants people to believe. Like, what? That sounds so good. And it was so good, and I'm dying to read book 2, but there's no news about book 2 right now. I'll talk more about this in my October wrap-up. The next book I've already read as well, but I just wanted the new cover of this, and this book is so floppy, and it makes me so happy that it's so floppy. It's a book thing, you guys know. I'm hoping after my Christmas season I'm hoping I can get the rest of the series in the matching new paperback series, and so that is none other than Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 1 of the Mistborn series. Look how floppy this is. Like, what? I absolutely love this trilogy, and I love the Mistborn Phase 2 trilogy as well. I haven't read book 6 yet because I don't want to read it in my mass market paperback, which is up there, right there, as you can see it. So I'm waiting until like after Christmas to see if I maybe get Christmas money or not, and then I'll just reward myself with buying the next 5 volumes that are out in this matching set. So I'm very excited to go back and maybe annotate this one. I think I actually annotated my original copies now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I've done a reading log of this on my channel already, so if I can find that video, I'll leave it up above or down below. But I love the series so much. I cannot wait to continue in it. I'm definitely going to continue in this next year though, because like I said, I don't own the new floppy paperback book 6 yet, so hopefully I will start collecting them again, and you might see them in future book hauls, so look forward to that. The next 2 books I bought when I was at the Las Vegas Book Festival, and one of them I was able to get signed. So one of them that I wasn't able to get signed because the author was a no-call, no-show, I guess, if they say that in the book world. But that was Midnight is the Darkest Hours by Ashley Winston. I'm apprehensive about this book, if that's the right word, because I'm not too sure if I'll love this one or not. I know Gabby and Lala both read this for their book club this year, so I'm curious to see what they will think about this book, and if they enjoyed it, maybe their book reviews will make me pick this book up. But this is an adult thriller that came out this year, I want to say in the month of October, if I'm not mistaken. It says, for fans of verity and a flicker in the dark, Midnight is the Darkest Hour is a twisted tale of murder, obsessive love, and the beastly urges that lie dormant within us all, even the God-fearing folk of Bottom Spring, Louisiana. I don't know. I might get rid of this. I might not. We'll see. If I read it in December, I'll read it. If I don't, I'll probably unhaul this in the New Year's. Sorry. And the next book I got signed. I met the author of this book at the Las Vegas Book Festival, and she was so sweet. She actually recognized me from my booktube channel and also from Instagram, and that was Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. This is her newest adult thriller novel. It's super short. I haven't read this one yet, but I would definitely like to squeeze this into my December reading plans. And if I can't, then I'll save it for next year. I really enjoyed meeting Kirsten White. That's my receipt I had from the Barnes & Noble table. But look, it says, to Drew, he's been waiting. Dun, dun, dun. I'm really curious of who's been waiting, so I'm intrigued more. And I think this won the Goodreads category for Best Horror, if I'm not mistaken. I'll leave it on the screen if I am, if it is a mistake. But yeah, I'm hoping to read this in 2023. If not, I can save it for 2024. And the last two books I have are from Owl Crate. They're so stunning. I love them. So the first one I have is This Dark Descent by Kaylin Josephson. This was in my October box. So again, I'll leave my unboxing of this down below. This is such a stunning copy. Like, can we just take a moment and appreciate it? A beautiful book. The back says, promise me you will be fearless. And these stenciled edges. I also have this on my December TBR. You guys saw that my December TBR was super ambitious this month, as always. And the front says, do not be afraid of your own power, embrace it. The back also says, witness the spectacular and fearless of the Eleanor. I'm not too sure if I said that correctly. I probably didn't. And then on the inside, there's beautiful end pages of artwork right there, and then more beautiful end pages of artwork. And then on their reverse dust jacket, there's beautiful artwork right there, and it's also signed and with the letter from the author. So that's pretty cool that they did that, and I'm super stoked for this. This is the first book in a new fantasy series. I'm not sure how long the series will be, but like I said, I am planning on reading this in December. I think this might be my next read after finishing Nightrender. And the last book I have, my friend Taylor was so kind enough to buy me this copy because I love this author, and that is Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. This is Cassandra Clare's first adult debut novel, which I'm very excited. These these sprayed edges are so stunning. I love it. I cannot wait to read this. I am planning on reading this in 2024 because this is one of the new releases I didn't get to in this year. So we got a beautiful artwork of the characters. I've heard some mixed reviews about this book, so that's the original cover right there, and there's the Owl Crate cover. I've heard mixed reviews about this book, but I'm also very excited myself to read this because it's like one of my most anticipated reads. This front says, I am the prince's shield, I am his unbreakable armor. I bled that he might not bleed. I suffered that he might never suffer. I died that he might live forever. And the back say, but you will not die. Like, isn't this such a cool addition from Owl Crate? And then, like I said, the end pages for the artwork is a map, and we love a good map in here. There's also a letter from the author herself, and Cassandra Clare's signature at the bottom, which was pretty cool because I own a signed copy of one of Cassandra Clare's book now. And here's the map on the other side as well. And then in case I haven't shown you this side yet, it's more artwork on the front or on the reverse dust jacket. So yeah, pretty stoked for this. And I think book 2 is supposed to come out in 2024 as well. And I know she just announced the titles of all 3 of the Wicked Powers trilogy, so that's very exciting. But this is her first adult fantasy debut novel because this is the first book that's not in the Shadowhunter universe. So once again, I heard mixed reviews about this one, but I'm still pretty excited for it for myself. So hopefully sometimes in the New Year's, I will read this, and hopefully I will love it because my friend Taylor bought me this beautiful copy. So there you have it. That is everything I bought for my October book haul part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And I'll talk to you guys down in the comments, and I hope you all have a great holiday. Bye.